Hello students, good morning. After completing the if-else statement under conditional construct in Java, now I am going to explain the switch statement and the menu-driven program using switch statement. In practical view, I hope that you have completed the theory study of switch statement using our previous video clips. In this video, I am going to show you the practical of switch statement. As explained in your PDF file, you can see that a menu-driven program. In this menu-driven program, there are three menus: ceiling, floor, and rounded value. I have explained this program already in your theory video. Here, this program is written inside the BlueJ, and you can see there is a scanner declared. By using this, enter a real number, a message is given to the user, and after receiving the message in n variable, user will get a menu according to this message: one number for ceiling value, two number for floor value, three number for rounded value. And after displaying this menu, we have given a message to the user: enter your selection number 1, 2 or 3, and user according to their choice put the number, and that number is received by choice variable. Now this choice variable is passed in switch statement, and case 1 is to calculate the ceiling value of that number, case 2 is for floor value, case 3 is for rounded value, and default section is used if user does not give any number between 1, 2 and 3, 1 to 3, then you get a message invalid choice. Now to check this program, we compile first. There is no syntax error. Now close this program and execute. There is a menu, right click, void main, OK. According to our program, it asks for the real number. Here we have to write any real number. Suppose I have given 46.6. Enter. Now the menu is appear, menu for selection. Now as a user, here is my choice. We can put 1, 2, 3 or any other number. First time I am giving 1 as a input. Selection input I have given 1 and press enter. Output will be ceiling value equals to 47.0. Now clear the screen and run this program again. Right click, void main, OK. Now again we have given a real number 46.6. Enter. Now at this time we have given a value 2. That means our choice is 2. That means floor value. Press enter. It will display the floor value. In same way, if we execute this program again, and at this time if we write 46.6 as a real number and option menu, if we write other than 1, 2, 3, suppose at this time we have given 5, enter. In case of 5, we get a message invalid choice. This is due to default section. So in this way we can create menu driven program and run it. I had explained one more thing, that if you omit the break statement in switch statement, that it generates the fall through situation. Look at this program. This program also explained in your video section. In this program we have taken a character from user by using this statement sc.next.char@0 and store this character at C. Now we pass the C to the switch statement, and without using break statement we have checked the several constant, that means all vowels in capital as well as in a small letter. After that, if any one is found, then it will display the message character is a vowel and break from this switch. Otherwise, it comes in default statement and gives the message it is not a vowel. To check this program, we can compile it, and after getting the message class compiled, no syntax error, we close this program and execute it again. A vowel, okay. Here it is the output of our previous program. So our message is from here, enter your character, and we have typed any character. Suppose I have given a character, suppose E. We have given a character E and press enter. Output will be E is a vowel. Now clear the screen, run this program again. Okay. Now enter your character. At this time, if we type our character is U, enter. U is a vowel. If you run this program again, okay. Suppose at this time you have given a character that is not vowel. Suppose I have given M and press enter. We get a message M is not a vowel. Then here we can use a switch statement to check vowel, and there is no need to write again and again. Like you can write this program as case A, then you can give a message system.out.println, this is vowel, break. Again case A, system.out.println, this is vowel, again break. If we have to write similar message to all the cases, then we can apply the situation of fall through. We just give a single message for all cases and do not apply break statement anywhere. After giving message, we can apply the break statement, so the value of C matches with any of the case. This message will get displayed, otherwise it comes into the default section. And this break is here important, because if you don't give this break statement, then it also display the message it is not vowel. You can see this. For some time I have deleted this statement from here. Now compile it. There will no any error. If you omit the break statement, there will no any error, but your output will be wrong. Like now look this program again. We have executed this program again. Enter your character. I have given this time character E and press enter. We get two messages. E is a vowel and E is not a vowel. Why? The reason behind this is, after printing this vowel, there is no any break statement, so it comes into the default section and executes the statement also it is not a vowel. So we need to put a break statement. After completing the type of work, we exit from here using break statement. So we can write here break statement in a small letter, because it is a keyword. In this way, you can see that you can apply switch statement to check various conditions, but remember that it is used only to check equality. For other type of checking, we must use if-else statement, because if-else statement is very powerful decision making statement in Java. Okay, thank you.